Hi everyone, let's go to the movies. Quick first dinner. Alright everybody, so I just saw Guardians of the Galaxy. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was hilarious. A very good story. If not predictable, but I don't think it worked against it in this sense. In this case, I thought it was probably just as good as the original. I wouldn't say it was better by any means, but it was good. It was really good. A lot of humor. I do think though that the Baby Groot thing was a little bit. What's the word I'm looking for? Gimmicky, I think. But yeah, anyway, that's just a micro review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I went and checked it out at a movie theater out by the Orlando airport. I was doing some Uber today, and I ended up out there. I was going to go see it closer to home, but I didn't end up getting out there in time. Or I would, by the time I got home, it would have been too late for a showing. So since there's a movie theater right next to the airport, I was like, well, I might as well go check it out. It was a nice movie theater, actually. I might end up going out there again because they have every Sunday and Wednesday. They do. They call it the Classic Theater. I think next weekend they're playing E.T. And the following weekend is The Princess Bride. So I think I might check one of those out. Come back out here sometime. But yeah, I mean, as you can tell, I'm vlogging, and that hasn't happened in a while. And a lot of things have changed. Well, not a whole lot in the last 2 months. 3 months? 4 months. Gosh, it's been a while. I got a new job. I'm working for Four Rivers, which, if you're local, you know exactly what Four Rivers is. It's Four Rivers Smokehouse. And it's a barbecue restaurant chain that's all around Florida. And expanding to Atlanta very soon. But our first non-Florida restaurant. I work in their to-go center, their call center, as they call it the to-go center. They don't like to make it sound like they don't like to call it a call center because the call centers get like a bad rep. Getting totally people who don't care about service and all that stuff. Call centers has a bad sound to it, but we're not. Anyway, I work there. I just started a couple days ago, and it's good. I'm not doing Uber as much, so I'll actually be able to save money, and that'll be nice instead of having to throw all my money back into my car. And I am also leaving in a few weeks to go to California. My new employers were more than gracious enough to work around that, which is wonderful. And so yeah, I mean a lot of new stuff. And with the new job also, it gives me a lot more freedom to work on Mikey Really Likey. Because my shifts don't usually start until I think the earliest it starts is at 10, and that is a blessing because I can get up, work on the video, get it uploaded, and boom, so I can have daily videos going again, and that is kind of what I was hoping for because I wanted to be able to make Mikey Really Likey happen again, and this is the perfect way to make it happen. And so yeah, I'm excited about this. I really am. Still trying to learn the menu. It's not a small menu when you're dealing with a series of restaurants, because we don't just own work with Four Rivers. We also have a restaurant called The Coop, and we have a bakery called The Sweet Shop. So there's a lot to learn. So I've got some of the basics down for Four Rivers, and so yeah. But it's a good job. It gives me the freedom to do, again, what I've been wanting to do for a long time, which is get this back off the ground. So I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about the opportunities this brings. Now, you know, it's great because I feel like I'm not trapped in a job anymore, like I did with Uber. Because when I was doing it full time, I felt trapped, stuck in it, and just exhausted by the end of the day. But what's great about and because of that, I just didn't have the drive to do anything with Mikey Really Likey, because I would normally do it because I would wake up at like 5 a.m., be on the road by 6, and by the time I got done with the day, I was done. I was just done, you know? I didn't want to edit anything. I didn't want to do it. Uber just drained it all out of me. And now that I'm weaning Uber out, I'll do Uber twice a week at most. Sundays, I've made it. Sunday is my day off, period. Like, that is it. So, and I know that still seems like working a lot harder. It really isn't. Because I get a day off, guaranteed, because Four Rivers is a Christian company, so we don't work on Sundays. I'll usually get 2 days off. Now, before my trip, I'm not going to get that, but I have plenty of half days. So I'll have half days that I can, I can do that. But it's just the opportunities it's giving me to work on Mikey Really Likey again, even though that wasn't part of the arrangement. But it's an added bonus that I can do this again. So I'm excited, and I want to be able to get to a place where I can do this and also make the short films that I want to make. And really, and I know most people get turned off by this, but not necessarily make YouTube a career, but use YouTube as a platform to launch what I know I'm meant to be doing, which is entertaining people, being a filmmaker, being an entertainer, in whatever form that ends up taking. That's my calling, and this job affords me that opportunity to start being creative again, because I'll actually have time to be creative again, and money to be creative again, because I'm not throwing it all away in my car with gas and maintenance and all that stuff that would just pile up. Because of the frequency that I use my car, I would have to take it in for all kinds of things so frequently, and just throwing money back into my car. And it's just, it's the way things are now. We'll talk later about more like the details of behind the scenes stuff, and how we're gonna work things out. But I'm excited about the future for this channel and for Mikey Likey Films, or MRL Films as it's now called. And so I'm gonna finish driving home, and I will see you guys, I guess, there. Maybe I'll do a wrap up there, but if not, I'll see you guys tomorrow.